An award-winning toy for making music. Welcome back to Techstination. I'm Fred Fishkin. Joining us from Loops Lab is founder and captain, Yona Segev. Hi, Yona.
Hello, Fred.
A pleasure to meet you. And Loops Lab is designed for music and fun. Give us the overview of what the toy is and how it works.
So, Fred, I happen to have a version of the toy here. That's Loops Lab. In this box, you have your first band and a stage. You hook the stage to the app, and you can start being a DJ and play music. It's a little bit like magic.
So step us through what the process is. You have these different figures that are different kinds of musicians, or tell us how it works.
Yes, essentially each figurine, I have a few samples. Each figurine holds an instrument. This one holds a microphone. That means it's singing. This one holds a guitar and it will do a guitar sound. And if you place it on a stage, it will play its tune. Do you want me to try and demonstrate it for you?
Sure.
Sure. So here, I have a stage here. See, it's connected to the app. Once you connect the app and you turn on the stage, it automatically connects to the app. And you need to place a figurine on the stage. And it plays. Yeah. You want another figurine. This one is holding a saxophone. And what? Maybe we have this figurine. You know, yep, that's the thing.
Tell us about your background and how this came about.
I'm an architect. I actually studied here in Pratt Institute. And as an architect, I had my own practice for a while. After which I started making furniture and some art installations. I was drawn into, I was like sidetracked by Bitcoin. That was 2012. And I was intrigued by Bitcoin as an artist, I have to say. And I delved into it and then opened a place called Bitcoin Embassy in Tel Aviv. That's a whole different side of tech. And I got to see a lot of people in tech because of that. I'm founder in a few startups that came out of this embassy. And I wanted to to build something on my own. And that was making toys. But I did not know how to make toys. I was an architect in education. So I opened a place for toy makers. That's Toy Lab. And Toy Lab is a place where toy makers can have facilities to design toys. We actually have the whole process lined up. So we do the prototyping, design for manufacture, and then we actually have factories in China, and we have a team going to China every other month. So we do the manufacturing, and Loops Lab is one of our favorite toys.
Well, that's how that came about. Did you have a background in music at all to draw you into this?
No, I don't. The whole company is very music centric. All my employees are, most of them are aspiring or established musicians. But I myself do not play an instrument, and I'm actually the client.
How many different characters are there? And I think the library is growing, right?
Yes, currently we're out with 6 bands. Bands come in a box like this. So these are the 8 beats. They make game music, EDM kind of music, curly lines. You've been hearing a little bit of curly lines before. And we have like 6 other bands, depending on your taste. We have Fantasimo for classical music, Space Mariners for rock. We have the Dragon Sonic, which is a pop band. And each of these bands comes from a different planet. They have a little background story in the back. We have a whole world in our heads.
Can you mix them together, the different
Yes, they
bands?
all mix. They all mix, and actually, there is a technology behind it. We call it our harmony engine. So the figurines that you put on the stage, they determine, the first one determines the BPM, the speed of the music, and also the scale in which it plays. And putting more and more figurines, it makes sure that you can't go wrong. So even though it seems like, this is really high music and I'm playing great music, it's just, the truth is that you cannot go wrong playing Loop Slab, like as a kid or.
And there's an app that works with it. Is that necessary to be running all the time while you're playing with the toy?
Yes, yes, and it's important because we don't want to like mislead anybody. This is actually we turned it into an advantage and not a disadvantage. The system needs to work on an app, which means that the app needs to be on while the stage is playing. The advantage is that it keeps updating, and we have new music coming out on the app. The figurines get upgrades, and there's new features and new games coming along. Actually, this Christmas, we're releasing our first Christmas game.
And we saw the iPad that it works with. Are there other platforms that this works with as well?
Yes, it would work on iOS and Android
So either
alike.
phones or tablets, whichever you want to use with it.
Yes.
Just terrific. Tell us about the availability and pricing.
So currently we're doing a soft we're launching this Christmas just because Christmas is here, not because we're ready. So we're launching in the United States. We have a limited quantity that we have produced, and we're selling through Amazon and through our own store, which is loopslab.com. It's selling very well, and then there's some physical locations that we wanted to test out. So we have it at FAO Schwartz, the toy store. We have a big stand there, and they're really proudly presenting us with a demonstrator. There's a lot of sales there. And we have a few stores in Texas that carry it. The requirement for stores to carry it at the moment is that they have a demonstration unit open because the product is very new and it's very hard for people to understand what it is inside a box.
What's next for you?
Oh, wow. Actually, opening the toy store here in the heart of the village is part of our foray to expand distribution in the United States. Not only that, we are working on collaborations with other brands and musicians and talented people here. And this is the reason that I'm here because I want to oversee that. The goal is to have more music, but more than to have more music, to have more variety in terms of creators in the system and the people that and the brands that we want to display in the system.
So the characters themselves, I assume you're using RFID technology, so the
Yes,
stage
that's correct.
identifies what's on there.
Yes. So every character has a base. In this base, we have an RFID tag. It's visible. That's the core technology. There's actually some patented technology here with a magnet in the center of that RFID tag, which snaps into place, and it's making it much easier, and it gives a tactile feedback to the user.
So I guess it's more fun to build toys than build buildings,
Um,
maybe.
yes, I refer to my architecture friends and my wife, she's still an architect, as in the trenches. I have it easy compared to my school friends.
Wonderful.
Yes.
Well, the website once again is loops, Loops, lab.com. Yona Segev, thank you so much for spending time with us.
Thank you, Fred. Thank you.